What is up, everybody? It's BMAX Bracketology, and I am back of continuing the series of predicting every single college basketball conference tournament winner. And as you can see by the title of this video, I'll be doing the Patriot League today. And let's just get right into the bracket. Initial reactions of this bracket, it's just basic 10-team bracket. Games start Tuesday, March 4th. Championships Wednesday, March 12th. One thing that I like about this bracket is that after each game, they get a little bit of rest. It's not 4 games in 4 days or 5 games in 5 days. They are allowed to be able to scout. They're allowed to be able to rest, and I think that is what more conferences should do at the small level. But there are a lot of different unique ways that teams do this, and I like this way a lot. But okay, let's just get into the matchups. We got the 8 seed Loyola Maryland versus the 9 seed Lehigh. Lehigh has been without their best player all year. It was a brutal loss, but Loyola Maryland, both of these teams are better than their seeding. I think everybody is better than their seeding. This is a really deep conference. When you look at the offensive and defensive efficiencies, they are all very, very close with each other. There have been teams that have separated themselves, but not in the efficiency landscape. And so to get back to the Loyola Maryland game, Milos Ilic is a very, very good player. He's 6'10". They use him through every possession. He's able to create shots. He leads the team in assists. He leads the team in 3-pointers. He's a very good player, and I don't think Lehigh has an answer for him. Even though they do have a good 3-point shooting defense, I don't think they have a guy that can match up with him. So I'm going to go with Loyola Maryland to win this game. And then in the next matchup, we got the 7 seed Lafayette and the 10 seed Holy Cross. One thing about Holy Cross is that they got some guys who can shoot the ball on their team. That I don't think that they get as much touches as they should. But Lafayette, they are a smaller team. They got the best shot blocker in the conference in Justin Vanderbond. But I don't think Holy Cross is going to try to attack the middle. I think they're going to rely on their shooting, which Lafayette does not do a good job at guarding the 3-point line. I think Holy Cross is able to take advantage of them there. I'm going to go with the 10 seed Crusaders to pull off a little upset there. Give me Holy Cross. So then we got the quarterfinals here. We got the 1 seed Bucknell and the 8 seed Loyola Maryland. Loyola Maryland, I kind of was talking about it earlier about Isic, but Bucknell, they got Noah Williamson, they got Justin Basco. They do things a lot similarly, but Bucknell just does everything a little bit better. They got more star power, they got more depth. I'm going to roll with Bucknell in this one as they move on to the semifinals. And then the next game, we got the 4 seed Boston University versus the 5 seed Navy. Austin Benjeni is a very good player for Navy. He doesn't shoot the 3-ball a lot, but he's able to create shots for everybody else. I like the way he plays, but Boston University both these teams are very, very good on the glass. And I think this is going to be a very, very physical game. Both these teams tend to be a little careless with the ball at some points. I think this game comes down to which offense is going to grant themselves more opportunities, and I think Boston University gets that with their offensive rebounding skills. I got Boston U moving on to the semifinals. And then we got the 2 seed American versus the 10 seed Holy Cross. American doesn't guard the 3-ball very well either, which is one thing that is very interesting. I really want to pick this 10 seed Holy Cross team to make a little run here, but they're just not as talented as American. Sometimes you kind of have to push those aside and say, you know what, who just has the better players, who is just the better coach team, who is just the better team, and American is the better team. When you look at the efficiencies, I got American moving on. And then we got the 3 seed Colgate and the 6 seed Army West Point. Colgate has ran this conference for the last 5-6 years. I think they won every single one besides in 2020 when Boston U won that one. Shout out Max Mahoney. Had an absolute amazing game in that one. Colgate, they got Jeff Woodward. He is an insane player. He has such good vision for the center position. He is able to open up everything around him. And Colgate has some shooters that are able to shoot the ball. Army, I think they rely too much on the 3-point shot, even though that they don't shoot the ball very well. They're going to have to go into Colgate and win this game. I don't like their chances here. Give me Colgate to move on. And I know I picked against the 2 service academies. I have a feeling that that's just going to be my downfall right there. And then we got the semifinals. We got the 1 seed Bucknell and the 4 seed Boston University. To continue with Bucknell, Boston University does rebound the ball better than them, but Bucknell doesn't give up a lot of offensive rebounds. So I think Boston University, that's what they like to do. That's how they get their points. I don't think Bucknell's going to allow them to get those points. Noah Williamson, Justin Basco are going to have a day. Give me Bucknell to move on to the championship game. They've got the 2-seed American versus the 3-seed Colgate. Statistically, they have the two best players in the conference are playing in this game, in Matt Rogers and Jeff Woodward. But I genuinely do think that Jeff Woodward cannot carry this team to the NCAA tournament. I don't think he has enough help around him. He's a great player, but everybody around him just is kind of lackluster. They don't bring enough to the team. I hope that they prove me wrong because they deserve to win a tournament game at the rate that they've been going to the NCAA tournament. But Matt Rogers is just an absolute great player. I don't think Woodward is the greatest defender. I don't think he'll be able to guard Rogers. Greg Jones for American, great job at he has a great field goal percentage. He is a really, really good player. He can shoot the ball on the outside too, and Stevens is a very quick guy who can create offense for them and create steals. I like this American team a lot. It's at home, it's at American, as all the higher seeds get to host. Give me American to move on to the championship game. And then we got the championship game. We got Bucknell and American. Even though Woodward, I would say Woodward is the second best player in this conference behind Rogers. I think Noah Williamson from Bucknell, the center, he is the second most talented behind Rogers. Woodward he's just not as talented, but he's still so good. Bucknell, I'll tell you one thing is, Williamson and Rogers, both of them are able. They can shoot the ball a little bit. They can extend out to the three-point line. They can create shots. This is going to be a game to where I think whoever outperforms the other between those two is going to win this game. And I like Rogers to outperform Williamson. Justin Basco is a great player for Bucknell, but I think Stevens is going to get him a little bit of trouble just because Stevens is such a quick player. He's so quick off the bounce. He gets to the rim. I generally don't think that Rogers is going to pass the ball this game. I think he's just going to have a generational game in this one. American, I really like this team. I've been high on them this whole year. I think they are the overall best team in the Patriot League. So I'm going to take American, the Eagles, to win the Patriot League. They haven't made the NCAA tournament since 2014, very similar to Milwaukee. They haven't been back there in a while. I think Matt Rogers is capable of being a top-end transfer player for the next upcoming year. He is that good. He can create with his jumper. He's in mid-range game, finishing ability, three-point shots. This dude is good. If you don't know who Matt Rogers is, make sure you go watch this American team in the conference tournament. This is a team that you want in March Madness. This conference overall is very, very, very what's the word for it? They're very similar. If you said Holy Cross wins this tournament, I would honestly be like, you know what? That's really not that bad of a take. But I think that American's going to win this one. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you get notifications on all of my videos that I'll be uploading. I'll be continuing to upload these videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. BMax Bracketology out. God bless everyone.